Hi guys, in this episode of RTK, I am finally gonna be reacting to Dreamcatcher's most recent album, Apocalypse Follow Us, with the three songs from it, which are not the intro, the title track, or the outro, being Fairytale, Some Love, and Rainy Day. And I'm gonna be completely honest, based on the names of these songs, I'm actually not really expecting to enjoy these three songs much. I'm obviously still gonna check them out because it's fun and obviously do it for the video, but I'm not really expecting to like them much because I expect that they're gonna be more softer and more like, I don't know what, I wouldn't call it like cutesy, but something like more like typical girl group stuff, which is not necessarily wrong or bad in any way, but for me personally, the kinds of Dreamcatcher songs that I enjoy are obviously the more rock influenced and more hard hitting and more darker and edgier kind of songs. Like that's why I think the Scream album is my favorite, because it has so many songs in the B-sides that are so impactful like that in so many different ways. And based on the titles, I don't really get the impression that these songs are gonna be anything like that. Obviously, I could be proven wrong, and for the last couple of albums of theirs that I've been checking out, there's always been at least one song that I've liked, but it doesn't seem like there's gonna be one for this one, so that's a little annoying. But regardless, let's hope that I'm gonna like at least one of these three songs, and there's only one way to find out whether that's gonna be the case. So let's get into Fairytale in 3, 2, 1. Kind of like it so far, honestly. Okay, maybe I will be proven wrong. I'm already kind of digging it. Wait, that's Dami singing? We don't really get much of that, do we? Okay, I'm actually kind of in love with this one already. The only other type of Dreamcatcher song that I love are their anime openings, so there's that. We're definitely reacting to this one a second time. Oh, this is gonna be on replay, I swear. I love it. Oh my god, that instrumental! I'm definitely replaying this one. This is honestly one of their best songs ever. I feel like this easily could have been the title track as well. And I feel like something like this might have appealed to like the GP, the general population in Korea more, while still keeping the Dreamcatcher vibe, so I feel like they easily could have gone with this for the title track. Dude, those high notes though. Dude, I love it when I'm proven wrong. It's always so good to be pessimistic and then be proven wrong by a good, be it a song, a good episode of a TV show, a good movie, a good video game. You get what I mean. It's always so good because I expect the worst and get the best, basically. And that difference makes the impact of how good it is that much better. Because like, once I read the titles of the songs, I had terrible expectations for me actually liking any of these three songs. Because I thought they were gonna be like more soft and like not really impactful. Which is something that Dreamcatcher has done in their B-sides. So I'm not saying that they're all of a sudden changing their B-sides or whatever. But it's not something that I enjoy much when it comes to their B-sides. So, while this song is very much like softer than their typical stuff, it's definitely not worse in any way, shape, or form. It's a really good song. I really, really like it. I'm really curious to see what people think about this song, because I honestly think this one is a 10 out of 10. It's straight up a 10 out of 10. I really, really like it. And I honestly want to listen to it a second time, but I feel like we should kind of try something new, because that's something I've been thinking about anyway. I will be checking out all of the songs of this album, and the one song that I really, really enjoy is going to be the one that I'm going to listen to it a second time at the end of it. So, yeah. I really like this one. Like I said, 10 out of 10. Amazing vocals, amazing instrumental, especially towards the end. And it's a really, really fun song. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm glad that it surprised me. I love it. As long as the other two songs are like in a different-ish sound, but are this impactful, I would love this album. But I doubt that that's going to be the case. I'm expecting that this is probably going to be the best song of the album, because based on my experience with their previous albums, there's always like one song that I really, really like, and the other ones are just kind of not my thing, ultimately. Not necessarily bad or anything, but just not particularly interesting for me. But there's only one way to find out, so without further ado, let's get into the next one, Some Love, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's gonna be completely different. Again, I've been proven wrong. Now the question is it gonna be as good? I don't think it's quite as good as the previous one, but I do appreciate that it sounds completely different. And I still like this song, don't get me wrong. It's still an interesting and memorable song, but it's not quite as good as Fairytale was. I do like the message of this song. Okay, so honestly, I actually don't really have much to say about this song. I do like that it's a little bit more hard-hitting and like edgier, for lack of a better term. I think there's a little bit of a hip-hop influence to it, but yeah, it's unique, but I feel like it didn't really feel as polished and as just as high quality as Fairytale was. Because Fairytale, I easily could have seen it be the title track. And I'm the first person to like complain if a group is trying to like appeal to the general population and kind of is losing its identity because of that. But I feel like Fairytale genuinely could have appealed more to the general population's tastes while still staying with the Dreamcatcher style of music, you know? So I feel like I would have preferred for that to be the title track as well. Because it also would have been a far different song compared to the previous title track of theirs. Because right now in my head, Mason and Vision blur a little bit because they're not that different from each other and the music videos are not that different from each other. So I feel like going for like a very different sound but still being like Dreamcatcher with Fairytale would have been more beneficial for memorability, for appealing to the general population and growing the fan base and everything, but whatever. Whereas this one, it's fine. It's a B-side. Like I said, I appreciate when B-sides try completely different sounds from the other B-sides, because it makes it more interesting, especially when you're doing reactions like this. Because listening to the same style of a song, just a little bit different, does start to get old very quick. So I appreciate when they do that, but I just don't really care about it too much. It's not bad, but it's not fun enough or impactful enough necessarily, and good enough for me to really listen to it. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not terrible. So, in terms of a rating for this one, I think I'm gonna go with a solid 8 out of 10. Which is quite a drop from the 10 out of 10 that we had for Fairytale, but it is how I feel about it. But yeah, we still have one more song to get through. Based on the title and what we've experienced so far, I'm expecting most likely a ballad-like song, which is something that they do occasionally, so it's not like out of the ordinary or anything, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna like it. So without further ado, let's get into the final song of this extended play called Rainy Day in 3, 2, 1. I was right. I just know how K-pop names their songs in terms of like how they're gonna sound. Like whenever a K-pop song is named something along the lines of like Universe, it's probably not gonna be something that I'm gonna like. When it's something like Rainy Day, it's probably gonna be like a slow, melancholic kind of song, because on a rainy day, that's usually how you feel, you know? Basically, I've learned the context clues to tell me how the song is going to sound like. As usual, I'm gonna be completely honest. Even for a ballad, this was a little bit too slow and low energy for me. I didn't really have much to enjoy about this song. I don't think it's bad or anything. I honestly am gonna be refraining from really judging this song too much because it's very far from my range of songs that I listen to on a daily basis. And even though through doing these reactions, I become more open to different kinds of songs and ballads in particular, thanks to B2B. Um, they're still not the kind of songs that I really like when groups do. And like I said, especially for this one, I feel like it's too low energy and slow for me to really be able to even enjoy in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah. Overall, though, I'm honestly perfectly satisfied with this album. We're continuing the streak that we've had for like, I think 3 or 4 albums now, where there's one song of the album that I'm really into, and I don't really give two shits about the rest of it. Again, Some Love and Rainy Day are not like bad songs or anything, but Fairytale is a 10 out of 10. Like, it's not comparable to the other two. And yeah, like I said, as long as I get at least one song in addition to the title track that is good per album, I'm perfectly satisfied with the group's release. Like, I'm not that greedy to want every song by a group to appeal to me. As long as I get at least like one or two, I'm satisfied. So yeah, I honestly feel pretty much about this album how I felt about the previous ones. Maybe a little bit less so because I feel like obviously Fairytale felt less Dreamcatcher-like than something like Break the Wall, but it still feels like Dreamcatcher, so yeah, I don't know. In terms of the rating for Rainy Day though, just so I can give it for the... so it's not the one song without a rating, I think I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10, because despite the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of ballads, despite the fact that I do personally don't really enjoy this song because it's too low energy even for a ballad, I feel like even most people who enjoy ballads will say that this one is a little bit too boring in that regard. Like, there's not really much happening in the song. And if this song was in English, I probably would have liked it more because, like I've said many times, I'm able to more experience the actual emotion the song is trying to convey in the moment that I'm listening to it. But because this one is in Korean, there's a language barrier. But still, even then, I feel like even if it was in English, it would be a little bit too slow and low energy for me. I don't like these slow ballads. I do enjoy some ballads occasionally, but this slow, no. But still, I am curious, what do you guys think about this album and these songs? So comment thoughts down below, let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bichman, Deadpool, Corby Dead, and Theo Rose Gelatly. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video to someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!